You know, I thought about playing music. I thought about it. I really did. But this is a momentous day in the world, man. It's a very, very momentous day in the world. You know what? This is 2DopeMarks. You know what I'm saying? It's Brando. It's D. It's a beautiful Thursday in the neighborhood. And before the powers that be get on my ass for not letting y'all know that we are live and in effect, I'll go ahead and let y'all know we live in effect. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Just 1 second.
Not one. I'm gonna end up breaking it. I'm gonna end up breaking the dang
Yeah,
the situation. Thanks to you, I'm gonna break it. But it ain't
I ain't
gonna
do it.
happen.
Don't
That ain't
blame
gonna
me.
happen.
Don't
That ain't gonna
blame
happen.
me.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna
Don't
happen.
blame me.
I'll I'll try not to. I'll try not to. I'll try not to. Try not to. Welcome, beautiful boys and girls, children of all ages, to the 2DopeMarks. It is Thursday, February the 13th. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. By the time you hear this, you will either be in some cutty or thinking about some cutty or this down the third, what have you. You might be listening to a Drake project. I don't know. Also, I did say last week that our dear esteemed D will be having a very monumental occasion. If something happened on Sunday, that thing happened. And before we get into our jam-packed show, I will let the one and only Mr. D take the floor because we got belt to ass on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Full blown belt to ass. I'm not talking about the halftime show. We will get to that too. I'm talking about what happened for 4 quarters from the 15-minute mark, the opening kickoff, to the final kneel down by one Kenny goddamn Pickett. It was belt to ass. And you know what? I'm going to stop talking because this is your turn. This is your moment. Go ahead, dude.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. On the last episode of Two Dope Marks, you heard me say we're not losing. You heard me say it. When I tell you what I am, when I tell you something, believe me. Believe me. Believe me. We got light skinned Kermit the Frog up out of there. Plain and simple. He couldn't do a damn thing at all. 24, nothing, 27, nothing at halftime? Come on, y'all. Like, really? Them boys was locked in. All that Super Bowls festivities and interviews and all that other dumb shit. No, no, no. They didn't care about that. You could tell the look on their faces. They were locked in. They were locked in. And now you have your Super Bowl 59 NFL champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I said what was going to happen. I predicted what was going to happen. It happened. And you can't tell me shit about shit. Like Brando said, belts to ass. Now, with that being said, you got other teams that are still boo-hoo-hooing and crying about, oh, they beat us. They cheated. This, that, and other. You even had another little guy that barely even played the whole season talking about they're even. We got their number. Yeah, no. Y'all not beating our asses. You won't beat our asses. And unless we let you beat our asses, you're still not going to beat our asses. So, with that being said, let's go on to some wrestling right now.
See, you want to get into wrestling. I understand. Honestly and truly, brother. I do. I do. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not the only belt to ass moment we had on Sunday. That's
Yeah, I
not
know
the
that
only
part.
belt to ass moment we had on Sunday.
Yeah.
One Kendrick Lamar Duckworth said that he was going to do the Super Bowl halftime show his
Mm-hmm.
way. And in the course of him doing the Super Bowl halftime show his way, boy, I thought this was. I thought, okay, is there any way you can literally put somebody in the dirt like this happened on Sunday? Like, I know the Eagles front four put Pat Mahomes in the dirt. I understand that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, and look at my eyes. I'm saying you literally are aware of all the goofy shit that has gone on in the last 3 months. and you use it in your show.
Light skins. It was a really bad day for light skins.
Well, I mean, not you.
Yeah, I'm not light skinned in real life. We've shared this already.
We've discussed this. No, you're not light
Yeah.
skinned. However, but if you were of the beige quotient, if you shade with your color pencils a little bit lighter than Beyonce Brown, yeah, it was not your day. So Kendrick Lamar took that stage on Sunday. He put out in the coldest GNX, had dancers all over, had Serena Williams crip walking.
Remind me to send you my video on me crib walking.
Okay. I got you. I got you. We
I'll send it to
had
you now.
Oh God, we had quite possibly. Again, you want to rank halftime shows? Fine, purposeful, good, do that. But you had the most viewed thing in the history of anything. Like this is bigger than the moon landing. People literally watched the halftime show more than they watched the Super Bowl. Like more people tuned in to watch Kendrick Lamar do 13 minutes of what he was doing from the unreleased track that he teased GNX with all the way to TV off. And you just gonna just just gonna play the record. Just gonna play the record. All right. All right. See that's how you know we need like real producers to make sure that we have some of these things queued up. Just saying. But
no bull. Well, one day we
will have the funds.
We gotta get past 3 episodes first.
Yeah. So, needless to say, folks, Kendrick Lamar did what he's supposed to do. He gave you a show. I mean, I wrote about the show, and people were considering what are we gonna do about all this big messaging, all these hidden thoughts, making us think, and all that other shit. And it's like that's what Kendrick Lamar does. Like, what did y'all think was gonna happen? Like, what do you think it was about to be Sunday night?
Terry said he didn't understand the word that Kendrick was saying.
That's because Kendrick ain't say his favorite word. He had to censor his favorite word. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. True. That is true.
Yeah. So again, salute to the Philadelphia Eagles. Our esteemed D will be headed out to the parade tomorrow.
Damn right. I ain't got no Valentine, so fuck it.
He will be uploading all the footages with about 1 million other Eagles fans who are off of work because the city of Philadelphia said, "No, we shutting down. We are not."
They got to. Got to. You saw what happened after the NFC Championship game. Then you saw what happened after the Super Bowl. Like it got even worse. Tomorrow's going to be a shit show.
It looked like the Purge with happy fireworks.
Glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, but you're gonna be there tomorrow.
You're damn right.
You're gonna be there tomorrow. So
you're damn right.
Again, salute to the one and only Eagles. Salute to Kendrick Lamar. Salute to Rock Nation. And for everybody upset thinking that we're gonna get to Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. I mean, you might get that in Santa Clara next year. You might get Bad Bunny. But guess what? Hove got the Super Bowl halftime show for another X amount of years. They re-up the deal.
I'm changing my name for the show. It ain't D. It's Winner. My name is Winner for the rest of the show.
All right, champ.
You can refer to me as D. And anybody in the comments, you got to refer to me as Winner.
I see what this is now. Before we get into like the news and happenings and light-skinned dudes having a great week in the world of professional wrestling, we got a positive update from the one and only Dash and Chris Bay. As some of you may know, he suffered a very life-altering and life-threatening injury back at TNA in October. And today, on his 29th birthday, he shared a positive update with him getting out of his chair and walking. Now, again, this is somebody who literally, I can't even hold you. I've literally tried to make creator wrestlers based on Chris Bay and his style and what he does in the ring, as well as just his look and just being somebody who carried that Bullet Club flag for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the work he was doing with Ace Austin and TNA is, one half of arguably with the best TNA tag champs ever. It's something to be respected on. And, he wrote a lengthy post on Twitter, kind of breaking down everything, his rehabilitation process. And you can go to his page at Dash and Chris Bay to read it all. It's very poignant, very eye-opening, and a lot of people in the wrestling community have, shed tears and are happy that that brother
Mhm.
is on the road to recovery. Now, I'm not exactly certain if that means he's going to pull an edge and get back in the ring, but I do
Yeah.
know I just want that brother to have a happy, healthy life for all
Right.
intents and purposes.
Right. Listen, amen. That brother's he got up and started walking, and I listen. After I heard what happened, that's a blessing, man. That ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. God bless him. I hope hope he gets better, get back to where he used to be. But he's adored and he's made his name in the wrestling world. So salute to that man. And happy birthday, dog.
Yep, salute to him 1000%. Cause man, that it could have got so scary.
Yeah.
So scary. And I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad we got a positive update on the situation. And you know, for all intents and purposes, man, that's whew. I'm glad he's with us. I'm glad he's with us. So big ups to
Yes,
him.
wrestling is real. Wrestling is
Wrestling
real.
is real. Wrestling is real. Um, speaking of real, somebody who I was looking forward to for the longest, like it was Free Starks, like it was nothing around these parts, and then all of a sudden, Ricky Starks pulls up to NXT unannounced, and everybody is like, yo,"
Hmm.
and initially we're gonna go through all the releases for from WWE and NXT, not NXT, but I mean Duke Hudson kind of counts in that, but
Yeah.
both WWE and AEW. But Ricky Starks saw his freedom and was like, I'm going to Orlando immediately. Not even 24 hours after that news broke, he is
He already lives
there.
down there.
I mean, it sure was a hop, skip, and a jump for that brother.
Yeah, he's already down there. Orlando ain't far from Jacksonville.
It ain't. It ain't. But he made it work. And now, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody who I said for the longest that NXT, if he's gonna be there for real, um, is someone that they need because they're lacking male star talent. Like it's a lot of names that could be doing something, but it's not like outside of Obafemi, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And even Lexus King is, doing his thug thizzle. It's not as if he is huh. And I was just looking at some technically, it was like had me hop. It's not as if Ricky Starks is instantly like your main guy
Right,
in
right,
NXT,
right.
but he's at least top three. Like you at least have somebody who has name recognition, mic work,
Hmm.
everything. He's already a built-in made man. It's almost
Right,
like when Ethan Page came over, except now it's an
right.
even bigger situation because it's absolute Ricky Starks.
I think he could have made the main roster. I think because of the timing with WrestleMania and they're making the storylines, they already have certain matches set or whatnot. You really can't do too much in bringing him into the main roster with that particular situation. But at the same time, that's still good for NXT because what does that look like for WrestleMania weekend? Will he have a match there? And I would hope to say so. You say yes.
Yeah. I think that with him being there, it immediately you start putting together like, yo, who does he face, right?
Right, right,
Like
right,
you
right.
kind of have Oba, Femi, and Trick Williams kind of already penciled in. That's
Hmm.
pretty much gonna be your main event, right? But
Right.
that's not to say Starks can't immediately put a boot in the whole North American title picture.
That's true. That is
Even
very, very
though
true.
after we watched on Tuesday night, they're setting up Sean Spears and Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hopeful that they can fit him in on the card. We'll see. You know, hey, shout out to that brother though, because that man was in purgatory.
Bruh, Ricky Starks, for all intents and purposes, and this is the most hilarious thing about it, is whoo man. It had me just kind of thought. I was like, how do you go from feuding with Bryan Danielson,
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk when he was still
Mm-hmm.
there. Then you enter a feud with Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Cope. You win the tag titles with Big Bill, and then you're not seen.
I'm not calling that man Cope.
His mama call him Edge. I'm gonna call him Edge. I understand wholeheartedly, honestly and truly. I do. But all I'm saying is, that's somebody who you don't just leave out there in purgatory like that. You don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because again, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to
Right.
anybody who is, you know what I'm saying, a fan of your product. Like, I
That's
can
true.
understand, like, okay, you don't have nothing for Malachi Black. Okay. All right, I can kind of see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have nothing for Miro after he and his significant other, they are no longer together. Okay, fine, cool. But if you're trying to tell me and you're trying to sell me on what's going on in your company and the actual names that's like yo are not getting
Mm-hmm.
the look or not even being seen, I'm not sure if I can really just like trust it, right?
Yeah, I just have a problem with you're kind of gatekeeping. I think gatekeeping is the wrong term, but you realize that people are getting cut from WWE and let go. And
Mhm.
then of course the obvious thing, let's join the AEW, let's do our thing, whatever. The hard part for that is the same thing the WWE experienced, I think, right before AEW started, or right at the time AEW started. You
Mhm.
had all this talent, but you didn't have enough storylines, you didn't have enough belts, you just didn't have anything for them. So now AEW is going through the thing that WWE went through a while back, where you had all this star power, where you're buying up all the free agents from Ring of Honor and New Japan, etc., and you don't have anything for them. And now they're getting to see what's really going on. To be honest with you, AEW honestly, it's not number two in the companies anymore. You pay
Mm-mm.
attention to the WWE pairing up with TNA. Watch in the next 6 months what TNA do. And I'm not a TNA fan. I'm not. I'll watch it here and there. I'll watch Genesis. I'll watch their Slammiversary here and there. But that's what's going to happen. And now now this talent that is with TNA have an opportunity to mess around and be on WWE TV. Look at Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Look at Jordan. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I see within the next year or so with this partnership, TNA is going to, I call it number two already, but TNA is going to be up there. I truly think so in my heart of hearts. And not to discredit the people at AEW or nothing like that. It's something that I foresee. TNA's been holding strong and at times by the thread of a hair. And they still been on TV and they still been able to put on pay-per-views and still been able to have Anthem and all these other companies purchase them and give them TV time. So I hope AEW is ready because it's a storm coming. No pun intended.
Yep, no pun intended whatsoever. But to recap, the AEW releases: Malachi Black gone, Ricky Starks already pulled up in see Miro no longer there. We still have no idea what Ray Phoenix. And if you look on the other side of the fence, there was a lot of talent from WWE that people gonna be like, "Oh, word, damn, that's crazy." But then also, my issue with it is sometimes a lot of good people, they try to make things work, and it doesn't necessarily hit. It don't hit the same way it should. I look because
Yeah,
that
you
thing
look
looks
really
crazy.
retarded.
I looked at
Yeah,
myself for a second, like, wait, why do I look froze?
that was horrible. That was horrible. But I get it. I mean, the problem is, like I said, they are literally releasing people because they got nothing for them. You know, you got the Sonya Deville's. Who else? Can't think off the top of my head. See, this is where
Yeah,
Brandon's from, you know.
this is what happens when I'm froze. Like I can't do my damn job.
He just in there.
What was I? Oh no, we will get there. We will get there. Shoot. All right, Cedric Alexander. Does he count as a release to you, or does that count as like that man free?
Listen, that man free. That man. I was about to say something, Lord. That's my man.
You about to break the rule?
Yeah, that man right there. Listen, let's be clear on something. Me and you both know what Sid got going on,
Yep.
and on the back end. So yeah, that's it. That's all with that. I mean, Sid
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fine, but I would love to see Sid in this particular situation, be more hands on with that. You know, but we'll see. But he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. But I'm just glad he's gone because a lot of things. You know what? I'll throw something at you.
All right.
What if you already got three pieces of the Hurt Business in AEW?
Mm-hmm. The syndicate, as they call it
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
absolutely. But he goes there. But but he's not going to go there. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not.
So where does he go?
Back home to his wife and his daughter.
Yep. Just let him eat on the indies, have a gang of
let
fun.
let that man listen. Cedric Alexander, I've been following that dude since Ring of Honor. And that dude has put on hella. He's very, very talented. We can go back to the cruiserweight tournament. Please sign Cedric.
Mm-hmm. After his match with Ibushi, I remember.
Absolutely. So we know that man is talented. Unfortunately, because the old man was there and he didn't see the talent in it, he got pushed to the back of the line. He had a little bit of help with the Hurt Business, but now it's a situation where, yeah, he got pushed back to the back of the line. That man is a talented individual. I'm sorry. To be honest, out of black wrestlers, he's literally in my top 5. Talent wise. Like that man is yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna find a job wherever. He's gonna cook wherever he goes. It don't matter.
He's gonna find a job. The Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, they're gonna find jobs.
They going back to Japan or they're
going back to Japan. It's real simple. Authors of Pain, I guess because they decided we're gonna do something different with Karrion Kross, kind of broke up the Final Testament that way.
Yeah. I thought they was gonna go back to Mr. Tired.
Let's see, Blair Davenport. I mean, I would have thought, saying it had some with her and Naomi, but didn't necessarily metasize the way it should have. The one I'm hurt by, Elektra Lopez. That's the one I'm hurt by.
She fell behind the wayside because you're in a stable full of 3 men, and yeah, you didn't get your shine.
She didn't get a shine, but there. My thing with Elektra Lopez is this: she can talk, she has the look, but also, as we've learned in this era with Triple H at the helm, it's being multifaceted. If you're gonna be like legit, like in ring on air talent, right? It's not the same way as say a Samantha Irvin who wanted to do more, but kind of got slight pitch up a little bit.
You know what? She'll do really well in TNA. TNA to me has the best women's roster. Period.
Oh yeah.
TNA has the best women's roster. So she'll do well there, and then it might open up a door for her to come back to WWE or make an appearance on NXT or something.
Actually, wait a second. I just realized what you said. I just legit realized what you said. So TNA greater than NXT? in terms of the women's roster?
They're about kind of you see that they had to pull Jordan Grace from them.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that
to
was
be honest,
low key. Okay, go ahead.
TNA, as far as main roster company wise, and we can agree to disagree, and I'll live on that hill and down that hill. They do have the best women's roster. Now, Jordan Grace leaving, that was a big hit.
Yeah,
that
that's
was a really big hit.
Mhm.
But now the fact we have Cora Jades on TNA tonight, on their show tonight. So you're gonna see, you know what? We could actually say it's a combined effort of the best the best rosters.
Mhm.
Because they're gonna pull from each other.
Fair. Very fair. Now, last thing before we move on. Do you immediately think that Rusev / Miro is going back to the WWE? Do you also think that Malachi Black is going back to WWE?
Malachi's already going back to WWE because they've already took I know her real name, but I can't think of her what's his wife's name?
God dang it.
I know her real name, but listen, we all know who we talking about, okay? I call
yeah. Zelina Vega.
Yes, they've already moved her. They've already separated her from LWO.
Yeah, she's on SmackDown now, so she's definitely gonna be a women's United States title contender. Yeah.
Yes, but then that brings the question: does Alistair come to SmackDown? And which I think he does. I think that he will actually be used the right way because that's one of Tripp's boys.
Yeah, facts. I also
That's
think
one of Tripp's
that
boys.
I think that they already got, if they want to stay into like the spookiness of it, you got a built-in feud him and the Wyatt Six. If you want to get spooky with it, like there's your first feud. If you want to get wild with it, you know what I'm saying? Him and Nakamura.
How about this? I got one even better for you.
What's up?
Because you see that Finn and the Judgment Day aren't clicking the correct way. What if you put Alistair in the Judgment Day to rejuvenate that one? So then you do that. 2 + 2 is 4 - 6 is
red fish, blue fish. I got you. I see you. See, this is why we here.
Mick, Matt, Paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Yeah. Speaking of Raw, since you wanted to bring it up, and I'm not talking about people going Raw on Valentine's Day. So Logan Paul's entire situation is, well, again, beyond that part, D, I'm talking about he is literally a creator wrestler come to life, and that he will steal everybody else's finisher. And then whatever he did on Rey Mysterio Monday had me thinking to myself, like, what in the PWG is this? Like, he's gonna be in the chamber. He's probably gonna get a match at Mania. I don't know against who. I know he's not winning chamber.
Oh, pick me.
I will tag you in. What is Logan Paul doing at Mania?
I have an idea. I'm not sure how truthful it may come, but there's a Phil Brooks that is in the chamber as well.
Oh no.
And
I don't want that for my boy, man.
I don't either.
Want that for him.
I don't either. It's just an idea because you can't have Logan Paul show up at WrestleMania and not give him a big name to wrestle. Let's be clear on that. Let's be clear. I mean, obviously, in my wrestling brain, because somebody still owes somebody a favor, I will put Phil in the match with possibly Cody and Cena.
I like that.
I work where I work, and I don't work for WWE. This job doesn't pay, so that means that I could be wrong. Just saying.
I don't know. I just think that Logan Paul can do anything in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna generate heat. It's gonna be a thing. I just don't. I don't want to see him do things such as let me go ahead and deal with CM Punk at Mania. I don't want that for Phil. It's not a Mania main event. Like, you have a Mania main event. It is literally Rollins, Roman, Punk. Like, Haterpalooza, Hatermania. It's gonna be running wild in Vegas.
Yeah. Honestly, I
Give
don't
him
know
that.
what they're doing. This is probably the first WrestleMania that even before the Elimination Chamber that I have yet to guess potential matches. I've been pretty sharp on majority of them for the
Hmm.
past couple of years. And I'm okay with that. The element of surprise in professional wrestling is the greatest thing ever.
As we saw on
So
Tuesday with Ricky Starks.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we need. The element of surprise. That's what makes wrestling great. Point blank period.
Yeah,
So I would love to see Punk against I don't freaking know a triple threat with him, Cena, and uh
Cody for the belt.
Coldlander. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, or I would love to see him with Seth and Roman. That's fine too. I don't want to see him against Logan Paul. You know, I want to see what Logan Paul does. I'm gonna be real with you. While we're sitting at WrestleMania Stadium, he says, "Hey, hot dogs, popcorn, popcorn. I need one. I need two of them. You want one B? Yeah, I got one B. That type shit. I don't want to see. No, I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see his brother box. I don't want to see none of that shit,
I mean, I don't want to see his brother box either, but I'm also glad for Canelo turning that fight down because
bruh.
that would have been a stain on everything.
Man, listen, I would have bootlegged the shit out of that damn fight because I wasn't paying for that.
You shouldn't have. You really
No,
shouldn't have. You
no.
really shouldn't have. But nah, man, I don't. Whatever Logan Paul does is gonna generate heat, and it ain't gonna be like that Dom Mysterio, like we love to boo you heat. It is that get the fuck on somewhere. We do not deal with you heat, and that's why, hey, brother, it's he's in a perfect spot. I I hate to say that, but I gotta say it. He's in a perfect spot
Yeah,
to
he
just
is.
go
He
ahead
is.
and just do what he gotta do.
Yeah, I'm not
But
discrediting his talent or nothing like that. It's just that you got so many big names right now on the WWE roster, and
mhm,
we have 2 nights worth of matches that you know we're all looking forward to. Those who are watching and pay their Peacock bill, and those who are going, you know,
mhm,
and
yeah.
and like
Flex right quick fast then. Flex
yeah,
right quick
right,
fast.
yeah, no bullshit. It's a thing where I just don't. I'm cool. I'd rather watch him interview WWE superstars. I'm so serious. Oh shit! What the fuck is happening?
I have no idea what you just did.
My
All I
phone
know
fell.
is oh god, that would have been a
Yeah,
whole damn catastrophe. But
yeah.
yeah,
But
that's
but but yeah, I don't. He's. I'll say he's more impressive in the ring than I thought, but just not my thing.
well, Logan Paul might not be your thing, but I know somebody who is everybody's thing right now, and that's Jey Uso. Main event,
Mm,
Jey Uso to be exact. Um, if y'all thought this whole situation with Jay was just a one-time thing, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. He has something that a lot of people don't have, and that he can literally grab the crowd in
mhm,
the palm of his hand and work them. And so when he got his ass beat on Monday by Gunther
mhm.
and finally said, "Yo, we gotta run this. We gotta run this back. I need my
Run it
fade
back, run it
mania."
back. He gonna beat Gunther ass worse than the Eagles beat Patrick Mahomes ass the second fucking time. Let's be clear. Yeet.
Yeet. Oh, you already making your prediction that fast?
Hell yeah. We playing. Bruh, we are in Allegiant Stadium. I don't know how many people that and it's probably about 80 to 90,000 people in there on 420 weekend. Trust and believe. You saw what happened in France. You saw what happened you saw what happened at the Rumble. You saw what
Yep.
happened Monday night after the Rumble.
Yep.
He said, "Run my music again."
Yeah.
And then Monday night said, "Run my music," and he got his ass whooped after it, but he ran his music again.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
gonna have thousands of people, tens of thousands of people eating.
it's a global thing with Jey Uso. I don't know why people don't see that. Like, I'm not here for people bringing calculators and cage in cage sheet doing cage match. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say cage sheet. I was thinking dirt sheets and cage sheet, and then it all messed together. Cage match. I don't need your star ratings when it comes to Jey Uso. I don't. I need emotion. Like, if you can sell me on your story in the ring, okay, cool. If you can wrestle and do flips and 37 super kicks, okay, cool.
Flippy
But
shit.
yes, but the concept of thinking that Jey Uso is not a good wrestler is bullshit.
That man can
Flat out.
literally tell us he's probably one of maybe 10 that,
Mhm.
including women, that can tell a story in a ring, respectfully.
Flat out. And he's getting his moment. It's him versus Gunther
Mhm.
for the World Heavyweight title. And for people saying, "Oh, they've done this too many times," this is literally the third time they're going to wrestle. The
You don't
first
watch
time,
wrestling. The people that say that don't watch wrestling for what it is.
the first time they ran it, it was for the Intercontinental title. Back when Gunther had the belt and Jay had literally first got over to Raw. Second time was Saturday Night's main event. This is literally the third matchup. Third. This is not saying, "Oh, let's run," you know what I'm saying? Jeez, what was the formula? It used to be under the old guy that these two wrestlers would wrestle each other like 16 different times in a row, then wrestle each other in tag matches, then a triple threat, and then finally had a one-on-one. All this is being spaced out. All of it is being spaced out. I don't get where, and this is me complaining about the IWC. And not even just like everybody in IWC, just certain segments. In that, why do you turn your brain off when it comes to certain people? And it's basically you're exposing yourself to say, it's not professional wrestling I like, it's certain people in professional wrestling I like. It works the same way when it comes to the women on a roster, right? You can complain about Bianca Belair. You can complain about Tiffany. Well, I don't see people complain about Tiffany Stratton. That's not a thing they do. You can complain about Jade Cargill. You can complain about name a superstar. Bianca, I must say Becky Lynch, Bailey, and you can boo and be like, why is he doing this again?"
But wrestling fans complain about anything. That's what they do. Because I'll be honest with you. I've complained about when Jinder Mahal came out with the shit, the modern day I can't even say
the modern day Mahara. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the modern day mattress, whatever. Yes. I did not like that shit at all. I didn't like it at all.
I mean, I think that was a title run that served a very particular purpose for overseas adventures and overseas, dalliances. Again, but he played a solid heel. I ain't gonna discredit that. I mean, the same thing with JBL. I didn't necessarily when it first happened, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of JBL.
We're not gonna talk about John Bradshaw later. That's my man's.
That can be your man's. That can be your man's. And I agree with and look,
that motherfucker does not give a fuck.
What I'm saying to you, D, what I'm saying to you is Bradshaw, initially when he went heel, I was like, okay, we doing this. Cool. But over time, whether it be the feud with Eddie Guerrero, feud with John Cena, some of those rather they may look like 2024, but it's really 2004 going to 5 sketches that he did.
Listen, John Bradshaw, Layfield, and Edge were the greatest heels in the Ruthless Aggression era. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'll give you that. But again, what I'm saying to you is people hated it. There's some people you just got to understand. And also, and forgive me, but I'm going to say it like this. Not to you. I'm saying this to the audience in general. wrestling fans remind me of NFL fans.
Oh shit.
Wrestling fans remind me of NFL fans in this way. You cannot be mad at the Philadelphia Eagles for drafting good, for understanding how the salary cap works, for literally watching other teams be stupid to say, "Hey, we'll trade you AJ Brown." Yeah, we won't draft Jalen Carter. I know he has character issues, but we won't draft Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and we believe in Carson Wentz. We'll trade you 3 key picks for him.
You know what I tell people like that? That sounds like a them problem and not a me problem.
Of course it ain't a you problem. You got a ring coming your way, sir. You got a whole dang parade you got to hit up tomorrow.
Listen, I got 2 rings. I exchanged 1 ring for the next one.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you're a wrestling fan, like if you actually love the profession, love the ins and outs of it, like you have alternatives, and I'm glad we have alternatives. We have things where you can watch all the flippy shit, and hell, we have people who are doing flippy shit now, but also have a far greater range to do character work. Shout out Ricochet. Shout out Ricochet and Swerve, right? But then you have a place where like, yo, we are here to tell stories and keep you invested in the stories.
Right.
Like, you can complain because you have a voice. You can complain because, it's free. You can complain because typing on your phone is free and dandy. Cool. Perfect. Guess what? They're still going to run the things and do the things whether you like them or not. It's been that way since we first got into this. All I mean, this is how this works. It's 1,000% how this works. Storyline goes from point A, point B. All depends on where you're gonna go with it. Do you care? Do you care about everything that's in B? If you got an A, B storyline, all right. A works, C works. So what's up with B?
I think that's what wrestling is there to do. I mean, you look at wrestling, and you have people that watch, like, let's say, like the housewives or basketball wives, well, any type of social media, right? Everybody has their own opinion of what's going on.
Yeah,
I think that's for any type of drama, soap operas, stuff like that. But everybody's not going to agree, and that's why everybody has an opinion, just like an asshole. Plain and simple. You know what? We are at the best time ever, and in my 42 and a half almost years on this earth, this has probably been my favorite time to be a wrestling fan. Not only because I finally got the money to go to a damn wrestling show and feel like,
yeah,
all that shit, but it's something that, it's been I could probably say wrestling's probably been the most consistent thing in my life, and that's since day one. Since I can tell you pretty much WrestleMania 1, I watched it on closed circuit TV at the Capitol Center in Orlando, Florida. Like, and I've been watching it ever since, even through the military. Fuck you. But
I had to point that out. Look, you got me last week. I got you this week. Right?
But on some real shit, like it's a thing where you have different options now. You can go to AEW, you can watch TNA, you can watch MLW, you could go to local shows in your area. You can go ahead and watch. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is probably the best time to be a wrestling fan, and I'm proud. My son can actually sit back and have options. All right, Dad, I don't like AEW, so I'm gonna watch NXT. I don't really fool with NXT tonight, so I'm gonna watch SmackDown or Raw. You know what, Dad? Can you turn on the MLW show? What happened at Wrestle Kingdom, Dad? You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that, because that's what I had when I was a youngin. Like, I had WCW, I had ECW, I had WWF. After a certain amount of time, all you had, let's be clear, as far as streaming, was WWF.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I got you. I'm gonna say, speaking of having options and having new things to check out. I must say, you going to a show this weekend, huh?
Yep.
I must say, go ahead, tell the fine people. This is first advertisement you can ever say we had on this thing. First
Hold on,
advertisement.
because I got my son right here. Come say hi to the people. Come, some wave. You're live right now. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, go upstairs. Hey, listen, that one right there different.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
That
No,
one
I
right
know
there
that one.
different.
That one there, yeah. Because his hair wasn't like that.
Yeah.
When I saw him last year for Mania, nah, he different.
Yeah, he different.
He different.
So what is it? This Sunday? Yeah, this Sunday. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. I mean, so we have it. Yeah. Where we at? You got it right there, B. I'm trying to find it.
I think I got it. Bam.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
got it. I got it.
All right, so this Sunday, February the 16th, it's PAW Fight Club in DC, 3608 Legion Road, Cheverly, Maryland. Listen, it's a good man. Listen, these fellas right here, I've been going to a couple shows as of late, probably within the past 2-3 years. Be the Negro League, man. Show up, show your support. Like, this venue is nice. The wrestlers are perfect. It's a nice show, and they put on great shows every so often. If it's not this one right here, I'm at Ashe in Charlotte. But this particular weekend, it's literally a tag team tournament. They are actually doing a tournament to award the first ever Fight Club Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. You got the Delinquents against Silent Storm, Soca Party against the Block. Shout out to Andino. And then Pure Ignorance versus Chulo Montana and Tyler Moore. Listen, my pick is going to be Pure Ignorance. If you see me there, I got a Pure Ignorance hoodie on that I'm going to be wearing because those my dogs, those my peoples. But right after that, like, it's a triple threat tag team match, and that's not even the whole card. The whole card, we got Shug Dunkerton, the Pan African champion, going against Andino. Andino, my man, you better win that joint, man. You know what I mean? And it's a host of all of us. So check them out. I'll be there. If you see me there, dap me up. I'll be with my youngins. But dap me up, shout me out, whatever. But support. We are this podcast. We just don't talk about WWE, AEW, and all that other shit. No, you'll find me at a lot of independent shows. Ashe, me and B. All right, Ashe, we can get down to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Fight Club when I can. MCW here. Me and B might pop up in Jersey somewhere for a show. So, and you never know, we might end up interviewing some of your favorite independent wrestlers.
These is facts. If I get D back to Houston, we're definitely gonna go see a reality wrestling show. Shout out to Booker T.
I don't need to be in Houston. Lord have mercy.
See, we can talk real life for a second, right?
Listen, thank God I can't have no more babies. Lord have mercy.
This is all because this man was in Houston for my wedding almost 2 years ago, and we took him out to a couple spots. Named the address.
We did.
He had a ball.
Yeah.
He had a ball. He had a ball. But point is, you know what I'm saying, Fight Club Pro Wrestling, Be the Negro League. It's taking place Sunday, February 16th. So if you want something to do, if you're in the area, if you're in the DC area, in the Maryland area,
you just don't have a Valentine. You don't have a Valentine. You just trying to get the hell out the house.
Or if you really just don't feel like watching the NBA All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because they're basically doing a tournament this year. Ain't no actual game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Here's the tournament. This is same way NBA All-Star Weekend is doing their 3 teams. This is the same way that Be the Negro League is doing their 3 teams. There you go.
Exactly.
You either watch wrestling or the All-Star game. Figure it out.
3608 Legion Road, Cheverly, Maryland, man. February 16th. That's a Sunday. Doors open at 5. First match, 6 p.m. And also, you know our rule with that. Don't be musty. Do not be musty.
Oh, listen. If y'all haven't figured shit out already, I'll tell you you musty. Or my kids will tell you that you musty.
Yeah, we are an anti-musty podcast, man.
Absolutely.
Anti-musty podcast.
Absolutely.
before we get into Hater of the Week, we got 2 big shows this weekend too. We got NXT Vengeance Day, which is on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got AEW Grand Slam, Australia. Big Aussie, oi, oi. Big Jordan Mailata fan, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Got that going on Saturday. But we're going to get into Vengeance Day first, man. So we're going to do a prediction.
Live from my hometown of Washington, D.C.
Yeah. So
I'm actually, bro, I'm actually thinking about taking me and Meech.
So basically what D is trying to tell y'all is he going to have a big time wrestling weekend.
I might. It depends on how I feel. It really depends on how I
feel. We'll see. We'll report back on how this goes. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a stat card. You know what I mean? Stat card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 6 matches. Typical for a Shawn Michaels held NXT event. You know what I'm saying? 6 matches. We got Ethan Page and Javon Evans. Who you got?
I want to get bouncy. We ain't bouncy.
All right, we getting bouncy because again, I think
it's Black History Month.
It's it is Black History Month. So yeah, I got Javon Page. I think the way the tides is turned.
Who is Javon Page?
Oh, Evans, my gosh, Javon Evans. I did the thing again. I merged them together.
No,
I need to say the whole thing correctly, like a Tribe Called Quest. Enunciation. Yes. Javon Evans. Like Florida Evans from Good Times, but, you know, not that disrespectful. Javon Evans, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, has been on the wrong side of this feud. Got his jaw broke, his homeboy gone. It's time for him to get some get back. It's time for him to get some get
reparations.
Back. I think you're going to take that. Next up, speaking of reparations, it's a strap match. Trick Williams, Eddie Thorpe. Do you think Trick Williams is going full Django or not?
Man, listen. Trick better beat the shit out that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got a whole strap for all the ancestors. Beat the shit out of him.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. We agree there. I agree that Trick Williams is gonna get
I'm rooting for everybody black.
Okay. All right. Next up, NXT Women's North American Championship. Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Vaquer, who has arguably Booker T's favorite move in all of NXT.
Listen. I love me some Stephanie Vaquer. I'm going with Stephanie. That's my girl. The shorty can go.
She can, but I am going to go. I'm gonna go Fallon Henley.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go. The champ retains only because you know the way you built the North American title is you have to have legit defenses. I think Kalani Jordan had great defenses. I think
she did.
I think in order for the lineage to continue, you got to have good defenses. I think Fallon Henley's going to do some sneaky, not dangerously, dastardly heel things, and she's gonna get the win. That's what I think. So, all right, NXT Tag Team Champions. That match: Fraxium, Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Jai Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura.
I feel like Fraxium's going to win because they're probably been, are they the longest standing NXT champions? Like they've been doing it for a while, right?
Yeah.
Like you let them lose at Mania weekend.
Yeah, it's time. I think it's time to pull them boys up there. It's time to pull them boys on the main roster. But I got them winning this. I think Josh Briggs going to Japan, kind of reshaping his career after he had a ball of a match last year at Stand Deliver over Femi Dijak. Yeah, I love that man. I love that triple threat. But
shit,
I must say I hope the liquor ain't hit you in the back of the throat.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, I'm good. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either. But we got the chance retaining there. NXT Women's Championships, a fatal 4-way. You got the champion Julia versus the former champ Roxanne Perez versus the former champ and Bailey and Roxanne Perez's best friend Cora Jade.
You gotta stick with Julia. You haven't brought her over here for no reason for her to have a couple title defenses, especially at one of their PLEs and lose. We're not doing that.
Absolutely not. I believe that Julia is going to retain. I
Mhm.
believe Bailey, by and large, is going to have some crazy jet lag because she's flying cross country.
Yeah.
Because she in the Celebrity All-Star game on Friday.
Listen, Pam, if you need me to teach you how to hoop or help you, we could. I got you.
D, she hooped in high school. She was on the
No,
squad. She lettered. G.
I hooped in college, so I got one step ahead.
So Julia's retaining, right? Julia
Yeah,
retaining. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you got to root me back in. Sorry.
Yeah. Because I had to stop and pause because I know Julie, and I know Bailey got a jumper, and Bailey was
Mm.
basically showing y'all she got that jumper to even get to this spot. And finally, NXT title match, triple threat, Obafemi versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who basically did the old dastardly Degeneration X heel thing to set this match up. And like, oh, we were teasing a breakup, but nah.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
Yep. I am also rooting for the ruler because the ruler has to go into NXT stand and deliver. And he has to hold that belt high and proud in Vegas because that is what he should be doing. That is what he should be doing.
I wonder, should we go to stand and deliver?
I think so.
We'll figure. We'll talk offline about that.
We'll do.
Yeah. Out of all the manias I've been to, I've never been to a stand and deliver, or what was the other one called? Takeover.
Okay. So I have been to a takeover.
I'm sorry. I did. I went in Orlando 33.
Okay, for 30. Okay,
Yeah,
you went there. I went to takeover. It was Survivor Series weekend, so the first time they brought back War Games.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to that. Takeover.
That was that the one in LA?
Nah, it was in Houston.
Okay, I was thinking because Cuz went to. Oh, so for the audience, you'll learn who Cuz is. If I mention Cuz, he'll be here one day. But if you see us out in public, you'll learn who Cuz is.
It's like
Cuz went to the one in LA.
Go ahead. It's like Bruh Man from the Fifth Flow, but in wrestling terms.
No, that's like Bruh Man for the Fifth Flow with some money.
He got more than cheeseburgers, man. He got more than cheeseburgers, man.
And he don't live on the fifth floor. He lives on the third.
He don't live on the fifth floor. He live on the third. All right. Switching gears and switching continents. AEW Grand Slam, Australia, Aussie. 5 matches. I mean, it's pretty much a TV show. You know what I'm saying? You got Mercedes Moné versus Haley Cameron for the AEW TBS championship.
Ooh. That's rough because I see how many belts Mercedes has now. Mm-hmm. And from what I've been watching, like Haley, man, that ventriloquist dog, that shit is funny as hell. That shit is hilarious. You see the music video for that?
I saw the music video. It was cool till she started rapping like Hobson. It was cool till she started rapping like Hobson. Like I don't know if she got them raps from Max Caster, but she can go. Look, she can go like Persona and everything. Like Haley Cameron is one of them ones. I just don't think she's beating Mercedes.
So what you said is she hit the Dave Chappelle, the jokes and.
If Haley Cameron got on the stage and went do
yeah.
If she did, I wouldn't be shocked. But I don't think she's winning. I think that's Mercedes.
No, I'm going with Mercedes because they got a bigger show coming up. They got the one in
Texas. Revolution.
Yeah, so
they got Revolution and they got all
that's on regular. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going Mercedes with that one.
All right. So we have a Brisbane brawl with Jay White and Cope. I had to do it like that because
I can't do that.
Okay, all right, cool. So we have Jay White.
You did it.
Yeah, we have Jay White and the man formerly known as Edge, aka Adam Copeland, aka Cope, versus the Death Riders, John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
I'm gonna go with oh my god. So it's Cope and Jay White.
Yeah, it's Cope and Jay White, Switchblade.
No, that's Omega. No, that's Omega. That's
Nah,
Omega. You
no,
sure?
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh,
Omega, and Will Ospreay are facing Takeshita and Kyle
see,
Fletcher.
that shows you how much I don't watch that shit.
That's why I'm here to help. That's why I'm
Thank
here
you.
to help.
I just don't have the time or the patience.
All I'm saying is that I just need to fast forward to Revolution to this Moxley versus Cope match.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pick everybody you pick.
Okay. All I'm saying is with this Cope and Death Rider situation, like I need somewhere the plot got lost, y'all. The plot got somewhere it ain't need to be. And I'm like, we need to figure out something. We need a pivot, a hard pivot somewhere, somehow. I don't know how you get it.
I'm about to be the VCR in the room. Stop, rewind, go back to what I said about AEW earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, press play. You got too many stars in one crowded room, and you have no fucking clue what to do with them, and it's obvious. And I'm just being real. And I have friends that work in AEW, and I'm not afraid to say that shit. It's yeah.
I got Jay White and Cope winning. I don't know why. I just do. I just do. Next up, another person who I think could be doing more. Kazuchika Okada is facing Buddy Matthews, home country kid for the AEW Continental Championship.
He not beating Okada.
Don't think so either. Shout out to Okada's gonna win that one. The match is probably gonna be the match of the night. From a Dave Meltzer, throw out all your stars and all that shit. Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega teaming up to face Kyle Fletcher and Kosuke Takeshita. It's been a day, all right. It's been a day.
I understand. I had a day too.
It's been a day.
I did. You know what? We already know who's going to win that. You're not going to have Omega and Ospreay on the same team lose that. No, you're not going to.
Yeah, that is the Mega Powers. That's
stupid.
That's the Mega Powers. And your main event, Mariah May versus Timeless Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship.
This is going to be a good one. I want to say Toni Storm. I really want to say Toni Storm. To be honest with you, she has probably, in my eyes, has had the best women's title run in AEW with character, with wrestling, all of that.
Yeah, I
wouldn't be surprised, but I would not be surprised if she loses.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But again, I think you could. Again, my issue with this is the pacing of this story. Like it could have easily been you reveal the timeless aspect this week instead of doing it on a dead collision when nobody's really watching. But it's neither here nor there. We're past that now. This is literally.
I just like what they did last week.
Yeah, we didn't discuss too much in terms of Mariah Storm, or Tony May. I don't. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Good for them. Good
for them. Yes.
Good for them and good for Juice Robinson. Good for them and good for Juice Robinson. Good for them. All right, so that's it. That is our predictions for AEW and NXT. And now time for our favorite segment that
hey. You know I love doing that.
Saturday of the week, man. Saturday of the week where definitely get our shit off about whatever is bothering us in the world. Sometimes crown good haters. Sometimes you just call people out for being pieces of shit or that deserve it. So, in honor,
I have two.
Okay, that's why you're going first, because look, in honor of the day, in honor of the moment, we're gonna let the winner go first.
So listen here. So listen here. All you folks that said you didn't understand what Kendrick Aloysius Lamar was talking about, you're 0.5 hater of the week. That sounds like a you problem and not a us problem. That man's song, Not Like Us, has been streaming. It has the biggest stream, and quote me if I'm wrong, B. One of the biggest quantities of streaming in the world. And you don't know this guy, you don't understand what they were saying. You got Samuel Jackson sitting there with an Uncle Sam suit, and you don't understand. You watch the news, you follow certain orange people, you know what the fuck he's talking about. So that's the 0.5.
Okay.
The other 0.5. Are you hating ass Commander fans? Let's be clear.
I knew this was coming.
Let me get close to the mic. Straight promo. This is not a shoot. This is not a promo. I don't give a fuck what it is. What you take it as. Let's be clear on this. I born and raised Washington D.C. 1512 Good Hope Road Southeast. I born and raised. I will not root for any home team, and that's okay. You can call me a traitor. You can call me whatever. For you to walk into Lincoln Financial Field and think that you were going to actually win because the football guys decided to allow you to be a Detroit Lions team that was not healthy. Yeah, you wished it. But the crazy part is you took a step further. You tried to call Jaden Daniels the Slim Reaper. There's only one Reaper, and he wears number 6 in Philadelphia, and he's been called that since Alabama. I'm going to tell you, know your role and shut your fucking mouth. You're not like us, all pun intended. You're not there yet. Relax. When you come for the king, and this is not a Cody Rhodes quote, this is an Omar from The Wire quote, you best not miss.
All right, you give me a hard situation to follow there. Talk about that's my word. This man took a sip on that motherfucker. Goddamn.
I had to.
Yeah. All right. So, hate of the week this week. It goes to, well, I have a 0.5 and another 0.5 too. 0.5 it goes to everybody who thinks Jalen Hurts ain't elite, who don't think who don't think he's not like a top 10 QB, top 5. It goes to everybody who, I mean, again, I know people don't count wins as a quarterback stat. It's perfectly fine. But when your quarterback doesn't have to throw for 4,000 yards and 25, 30 touchdowns, but you wind up 14-3, and the last 2 out of 3 years you're in the Super Bowl, and you outplayed the best quarterback in the world both times you were in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Like, that is elite. It doesn't have to be the way you like it. It doesn't have to be Joe Burrow throwing it all over the place to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. It don't have to be Pat Mahomes flicking shit behind his back to Travis Kelce or doing little flick of the wrist like he have to work in the Pyrex. It don't have to be that. It don't. All it has to be is, can you manage the moment? Can you manage the expectation? Can you manage at the top of your game? And people say, oh, he's a game manager. He's a game changer. And Cam Newton is a game changer. That's also a game record. If you see Cam Newton up in person,
who
also wrecks the game. Jalen Hurts. Like, you get that man on a scramble, good luck trying to tackle him. You know, without question, outside of Cam, he's the best he's the best short yardage back in the league. And he's the quarterback. All the dude does, and you playing playoff football, I don't need you to throw for 330. I don't need you to throw for, hell, you can throw for 215. Josh Allen threw for 130 something in a playoff game and get the same smoke. And guess what Jalen Hurts has over Josh Allen now? A ring.
Kiss the rings, bitch.
And a Super Bowl MVP. So that's one. Secondly, my head of the week is for all the men are hating on Valentine's Day, dog. let me be clear, and I'm not saying this as somebody who has a ring on his finger. I'm saying this as a man in general. Women appreciate having fun, bruh. They appreciate kicking it with their friends, dressing up, having balloons, games, all that. They enjoy the fun. And if you want to have a Valentine's or I'm gonna say a bro night, cool. Do that. It's perfectly fine. Nobody's mad at you if you do it.
No.
Nobody's gonna look at you like, oh no, have your fun. But again, I must say, I'm pretty sure, and I know your mother probably told you this, D. Stay out of women folk business.
That ain't my business.
Thank you. Valentine's Day ain't none of my business. It is literally watching people kick it, having fun, dog. You can do the same. You can do the same. Stop pocket watching. Stop being marks. Well, you can be our type of marks, kicking with us.
Yeah, we cool.
But you can't be we cool with that, but don't be no mark ass busters though. As Ice Cube once used to say, don't be that
mark
type
ass buster.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But yeah, man. Again, this is a happy weekend. It's a beautiful weekend. We got wrestling all over the place. We got a parade on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We have
not for this. It's not for all y'all though.
Nah. Well, it's a parade for literally one football team's fans. The other 31 football team fans can kind of just like, damn, I wish that was us. It is what it is.
I wish you well.
Yeah, we definitely wish you well. I mean, hell, we've gone over the quota today talking shit, but that's what happens when you win stuff. You can kind of do that. So, yeah, man. Again, I need everybody. I need y'all to have a happy weekend, safe weekend. If you get into stuff, again, if you in the Maryland area, if you pulling up, like I said, just go ahead and do what you need to do. Understand what you need to do, but always understand it's always best when you just go ahead and just boom, be part of the Negro League. You know what I'm saying? Be wrestling Satchel Paige, be wrestling Jackie Robinson, be wrestling Josh Gibson. You know what I'm saying? That is this weekend. You know what I'm talking about? This weekend. February 16th, 3608 Legion Road.
I'll be there.
He be there. I won't be there, but he be there. But we thank you for pulling up, kicking with the 2DopeMarks. Rate, like, comment, subscribe. We're on all platforms. You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. I might make a Facebook group. Not even sure about that just yet. I might really just, you know what I'm saying? We are doing a whole bunch of stuff this year. Like, I know this is year one. It's a growth year, but we're gonna be all over the place. Because
so not to cut you off real quick, bro. We gonna be at WrestleMania weekend. So if you see us, holler at us. Don't be funky though.
Don't be busted.
Like dap us up. Like talk to us. We gonna have some fun. Like we'll be WrestleMania, the Wale Manias.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably be at Stand and Deliver. We might be at WWE World. We'll actually be at Mania. Like, or we'll just be around. Come find us. We'll tweet from at the 2DopeMarks X Twitter Bird app page, whatever. We'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna recognize you because it's 420 weekend. But I dap you up. You talk to me.
Yeah, D is rather sociable when he has a drink in his system, and
if I'm sober, I don't like you.
Yeah, I might speak to you. I might do the handshakes and daps and all that.
No. Cuz will talk to you too.
No, dog. After what happened at Mania in Philly last year with the one thing with old buddy.
Oh, that's because I ain't fuck with him.
Yeah, see.
That's why I ain't fuck with him.
But he gotta be on go though. He gotta be on go though.
That's another story for another time. There's a reason behind it.
Yeah, one of these days we are gonna have an episode that is strictly us just shooting the shit. It may not necessarily truly be about a bunch of wrestling, but till then, thank you, appreciate you. Again, thank you for watching 2DopeMarks. Be sure to follow 2DopeMarks on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. We would have discussions about jumping on TikTok, Threads, Facebook. And if I'm frozen and I look like I got kidnapped by the Y6, that is technology. That is not on me. And I and D will holler at y'all next week.